welcome back to my YouTube channel. By popular request, obviously you can tell I am filming somewhere different today, but by popular request, I am going to film my skincare routine. So if you are interested in that, keep on watching. Okay, so first things first for my skincare routine is obviously I want to get all of this makeup off. So there's a couple of things that I do. When I wear a little bit of a heavier like eye makeup, sort of like today, I will use some sort of like makeup wipe. I know like people don't like to use makeup wipes anymore, but sometimes it just works better for me. So I will just use, these are just the Almay makeup free zone eye makeup remover pads, and I will just take one of these and literally just do this for my eye makeup. For anything, if I have like more eye makeup on, I just find this is easier when it comes to like mascara and stuff like that. And I try to be as gentle as possible without pulling too much of my eyes. Any pulling or anything like that is going to be tough on your eyes and on your eye skin. So you want to be like really gentle with your eye area just to make sure you're not creating a bunch of wrinkles. So I'm really just focusing on the eyelashes just to get like a good amount of that off, because I do use a lot of mascara. So I find that that's usually what I need to do. Okay, so once I've done that, I will go in with a makeup cleansing oil or some sort of balm. Two of the ones that I have right now, the first one is the Purity Made Simple mineral oil free facial cleansing oil. This one's okay. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I will use it up. I always like to start with an oil because that's going to break down all of your makeup, and it's not good to leave a cleansing oil on your skin. You want to do like a normal like foaming type of cleanser after one of these oils, just to make sure that you're getting all of that oil off your face, because this kind of stuff typically is not good to leave on your skin. So this is also one that you would use dry. So I will just squirt some of this into my hands and rub it all over my face, and it'll break down the makeup. So this is one option. But the one that I really like and that I use more often is the Holifrog Kissimmee Vitamin F Therapy Balmy Wash. This is what it looks like right here. This is also a dry formula. So what I will do is I will just squirt a little bit of this onto my hands. You can kind of see it looks kind of oily. And what I'll do is I will just massage it into the face. You want to be as gentle as possible, but still making sure you're working this into the skin. You can see it's definitely an oil, and this is totally fine to use on your eyes. I find that it does not irritate my eyes at all. Also, because I take my makeup kind of down my neck a little bit, I like to make sure I get down there. I think it's so important to do a two-step cleansing routine if you wear makeup. If you don't wear makeup, it's not 100% necessary, but it's good, because even if you just wear sunscreen, doing this oil like cleansing balm type of thing first is going to help just break all of that down before you go in with another product that's actually going to clean your skin. Because right now this is just literally taking off the day basically. So once I have that kind of worked in and most of the makeup's off, I will rinse my face. And actually I really like to use these. This is called the Face Halo. It's just like a reusable cotton round basically. And this really gets all the makeup off, and I will just like gently wipe all of this off with a damp one of these. So I'm going to do that really quickly. Okay, now that we're nice and clean faced and we have all of the makeup off, I will go in with some other sort of like water-based cleanser. So the one that I've really been liking and that I think is really great for dry skin is also from Holifrog. It's the Tashmoo Waterlily Nourishing Milky Wash. It looks like this. And this one is awesome. I love it. It's kind of got like a milky consistency. It doesn't totally foam up. I'll show you when I'm rubbing this on. But if you'd like something that's more foaming, then this would not be for you. I would say, I think there's a CeraVe foaming cleanser. That would probably be a good one. Something that, you know, is gentle on your skin, but is also going to cleanse it will be good. So I really, really like this one. And they have a couple of other formulas that are good for different types of skin. And they're a really great brand. They pride themselves in using really great ingredients. So I really, really like this one. So this is what I'm going to use today. I'm just going to wet my face and then I'll come over and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I put about 2 pumps in my hands and I will just rub it in. So it literally, this is all it does. It does not foam up at all. It just has this like milky texture, which is really great for me because a lot of times I'll find that I'll use a cleanser and then when I'm done, my face feels like tight. And it feels cleansed, but it feels dry and tight. And I hate that feeling. And that just means to me that whatever the cleanser I was using is overstripping my face of the oils that it needs. So I like using something like this for me specifically since I have drier skin. That's going to not overstrip. Okay, now once this is rubbed in, I will just go ahead and rinse it off. Okay, now once my face is cleansed, this is typically where I would go in with some sort of mask if I was going to be masking that night. Typically, I'll only do like 1 mask a week because I don't want to over mask because that can just have adverse effects on your skin. So you just want to make sure that you're masking like once, maybe twice a week. I know it's fun and I know it feels nice, but doing more than that is really just gonna like confuse your skin and you're not gonna be in a good place and it might even have adverse effects. So just be careful with how much you mask per week. But I did want to mention a couple of masks. One of my favorites right now is the Peter Thomas Roth Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. This is a really great one for exfoliation, for chemical exfoliation. It smells like pumpkin pie. It's got like a pretty thick consistency, you can see in there, and it just smells so good. It does have a little bit of a tingly sensation on the face, but you don't keep it on for very long. And it's really good for just smoothing out your texture. Another one that I just got that I've only used once but hoping to continue to use is the Ordinary AHA 30% BHA 2% peeling solution. Again, I've only used this one time and you only want to use it once a week because this is a really high potency chemical exfoliant. So you want to be really careful with this and make sure you don't put it anywhere near your eyes. But I'm really excited to continue to use this because I do love the Ordinary and their products, just like simple skincare that they provide. So this is a good one that I'm really liking. And the other one that I use pretty often has actually lasted me for a while is the Origins Hello Calm Relaxing and Hydrating Face Mask. This one is really nice because I do get a lot of redness on my face, and when I'm feeling like my face is extra red, I will go in with this one just in the areas that need it, and I can tell like a nice cooling sensation. It feels so nice on my face, so I really like this one, especially because I do shave my face with my little like teeny tiny face like razor that's meant for like peach fuzz. I do that about once a week, maybe a little less frequently. And when I do that, I like to put this on afterwards because it feels really nice after my skin has just been like shaved and smoothed out. I like to use this. So this is another one that I've really been liking. I'm not going to mask today, so we'll move on to the next step. Okay, the next thing that I've been using recently is the Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I just got the mini. I'm almost out. I like this. I don't think that facial sprays are like super necessary. I just kind of like them because I like the way they smell and I like the way they feel on my face. This one, I think, helps soothe irritation and defend against daily damage from skin's everyday stressors, including makeup, sweat, grime, and pollution. So I think that this is supposed to be something that's good for people who have acne-prone skin, which I've been having quite a few breakouts lately, which I think is like a little bit of stress and a little bit of quarantine, if you know what I mean. So I've been using this and I like it. So I'll just put a couple of spritz on my face of this. That's plenty. Then I just make sure to let that dry. So this is one of the products I've been using. I'm not saying that you need to buy something like this. This is just something because I bought it, I'm going to continue to use it and use it up, but I probably won't repurchase. A couple of other facial sprays that I like. Again, facial sprays aren't necessary, but these are two that I have and I've been using. The first one is the Murad Essential C Toner. This is supposed to be like kind of a vitamin C situation. It's really not a high potency or anything like that, so it just kind of feels nice. So I've been using this one. Probably won't buy it again, but I will use it up. The other one that I have that I actually really like is this Murad Hydration Hydrating Toner. I like to use this one just because I really did notice a difference in the hydration of my face. However, I did start to use a couple of other, well, one other Ordinary product that I really enjoy that kind of replaced this because I didn't really need this anymore because that was helping me with hydration. But again, this is something that I will use up, and I do think that this worked well if you're wanting to spend the money. So once that's over, the next step that I will go in with is my Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% serum. So this is also a chemical exfoliant, so you want to be careful with this. You don't want to use this on top of another mask or something like that that is a chemical exfoliant, because you don't want to mix those because that's going to get really harsh for your skin. However, this is gentle enough to use every single day, which is what I do. I use it every day. So I recommend this one because the lactic acid is a lot more gentle than some other chemical exfoliants that you could have. So this one is gentle enough to use every day. So the way I usually apply it is, now do not touch droppers like this to your face, because what that's going to do is it's going to take the bacteria from your face and drop it onto your dropper and back into your bottle, and it's going to kind of cross-contaminate those. So make sure if you're going to drop it directly onto your face, do not touch it to your face, which I kind of like to drop it directly to my face. So what I'll do is I'll just but I don't touch my face at all with it. And then I just rub it in, especially on the places I have texture and acne. And this also might give you a slight tingling sensation as it's being rubbed in, but it dissipates almost immediately. So this one is amazing. I recommend this to everybody and I love it so much. I've seen such a huge change in my skin with this and one other product from The Ordinary. So I highly, highly recommend this. So the next step I'm going to go in with is the Ordinary Niacinimide 10% Zinc 1% serum. This is something new for me. I haven't tried this before and I wanted to try it today. This is literally always sold out, and my Ulta had this in stock and I was like, I have to purchase this, I have to pick it up. Niacinamide is really good for hydration, so I really wanted to get this because I know that I need the extra hydration all the time. So we're gonna do the same kind of thing with this one. Just drop it. Ooh, this is thicker than I thought it would be. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using this one, so I'll use this for like a week or two and I'll get back to you and let you know how I feel. On immediate application, it soaks right into the skin, but I can already tell that it's plumping. It feels really, really, really nice. The other product from The Ordinary that I've been using non-stop and honestly has changed my skin, this along with the lactic acid. This is The Ordinary's 100% plant-derived squalene oil. This, again, is great for hydration, and I love this. So this is super hydrating, and it is an oil. So it's gonna look crazy on your face, and I only use this at nighttime. I don't use it during the day. Same goes for most of the products that I'm showing you right now. In the morning, I will typically just like rinse my face, throw on a moisturizer and a sunscreen and call it a day. Because I do have dry skin, I don't like to over cleanse. Let's throw on the squalene oil. And if you don't want to drop it directly onto your face, you can just drop it into your hand and rub it in from there. You can immediately see how hydrated that makes my skin look. Again, it's like an oil, so it's gonna look insane, but when I put this on at night, it's super helpful because it just really will soak into your skin and really, really lock in that moisturization for you. Now, I will usually let this kind of like sink in for like a minute or two before I go in with my moisturizer. So I will just talk to you about the moisturizers that I use. So the moisturizer that I love and have repurchased, this is probably like my third or fourth jar of this. This is the Renewed Hope in a Jar from Philosophy. I don't know if you can tell, but like I've already used so much of this. This is pretty pricey. Like I think this is almost, for this big one, I think it's like almost $70. Yikes, super pricey, but it is a really nice moisturizer. I love it. And when I find a moisturizer that actually moisturizes my skin, that's what I need to use. But I did just pick up one from e.l.f. and this has really nice ingredients too. And this is from like Target. This is the e.l.f. Happy Hydration Cream. I just purchased this one. So I've been using it for the last couple of days just to test it out, but I think I'll probably finish up the Philosophy one before I completely delve into this one. But this one is also really nice. It has glycerin, it has niacinimide, so definitely has some moisturizing ingredients in here, as does this one. This Renewed Hope in a Jar also has very light exfoliation, so like AHAs, I believe it's AHAs that are in here. So that's really nice to have as another step of like smoothing out the skin. But this is also great so far, and it's $12. You literally need like a pea-sized amount of this. So if you're looking for something to get like bang for your buck, this is a really great moisturizer for $12 at the drugstore. And all of the Ordinary products that I mentioned are under $10 too. I think they're between like $5 and $7 each one of those little bottles that I have, and it'll last you a long time because you only need like teeny tiny drop of each. So now that that's been sunk into my skin, I'm going to use the Renewed Hope in a Jar, and I just use about this much. I like to make sure I'm moisturizing my neck too, and I like to bring whatever's left on my fingers up to my eyes. I don't use an eye cream. I don't think it's really necessary, and for me personally, like my under eyes are pretty good. I don't really have like dark circles or anything like that that I need to watch out for. So it's just general dryness. So I just really bring my cream up to my eyes and kind of just make sure that's nice and pressed in. And once that's all sunken into the skin, that is it for my nighttime routine. I know that was kind of like a long explanation, but I wanted to make sure I tried to be a little bit in depth about it. So on a normal day, these are the steps that I use. Also, I did want to remind you of the importance of wearing sunscreen. I don't put sunscreen on in my nighttime routine because I'm going to bed, but in the morning I will rinse my face, put on some moisturizer and some sunscreen. This is the sunscreen that I have. This is the Purito sunscreen. You can get this on Amazon. And this is really great because it is SPF 50 plus. It doesn't really leave a white cast. It has no smell at all. And it's just really important to use sunscreen during the day, especially if you're using some sort of chemical exfoliant, because that's going to make your skin more vulnerable to the sun. And you want to make sure you protect that to help with aging, all that kind of stuff, and just the general health of your skin. So I just want to make sure everybody's wearing sunscreen, whatever that may be, something during the day. But at nighttime, you don't have to wear sunscreen. But now that I made that PSA, that ends today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions below. I can try to help. Pretty much all I've learned has been from Skincare by Hiram. He is super helpful. So if you haven't watched his videos and you're really into skincare, go check him out. He's got a ton of followers, so he's like a huge YouTuber now. So go look at his page. He's got so much helpful information. So if you want to know more about skincare, he's going to know way more than I do, but I can try to help you in the comments if you have specific questions. But other than that, that ends today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.